Do, 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 do. Okay, it says that we're live. Well, that was an adventure. Hey, Mike.
What's up? Oh my
I
God! It's
feel
like
like we haven't
go ahead.
seen you in forever.
Yeah, it's like literally I haven't been because you're doing Outlander and House of Dragon, and I'm not really up on. I'm not caught up enough to really be be with you guys on those. So and we're doing whatchamacallit it later. So, there he
See,
is.
that's what happens when you go to Alaska and just leave us. You get thrown out of the loop.
That's okay. Alaska
He's
was Alaska.
way out of the loop.
I know.
Way out of the loop.
Way out of the loop.
I am loopless.
We need you to fix
And
that.
I know. And yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. So, hi, everybody. That
What's
was
up?
interesting.
Right.
So that's okay because I've been like doing some research into some live stream platforms because I figure we may want to do this every once in a while. And that just told me that, okay, Hanako, you need to just go ahead and just jump right on in. So, hi. Hello, everyone.
What's
Welcome. We
up?
are celebrating our second birthday. Yay, we're 2 years old.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my
I
birthday.
know. So, Mike and I were talking before we actually went live. He was like, it's been almost 2 months since I've been on a podcast. And I was like, no, it hasn't. But I've been recording I've been editing old episodes. So I'm hearing his voice. And I was like, oh, wait, it has been almost 2 months. I don't think it's been 2 months, but it's been a minute.
It feels like 2 months. It's been a minute.
Wait a minute, what was the last thing that you recorded, Mike? Because you went to
Um,
Alaska what, in mid-August? Right before DragonCon, right?
might have been
Oh,
Thor.
wait. We are at the end of September.
We are at the end of the
What
We are
the
in
season.
the end of September. It's gonna be
hell?
October next. It's gonna be October in a couple days.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Let me
yeah, it has
see.
been almost 2 months since.
Dragons
Wow. Okay, so
again.
we have to fix
September
that.
Dragon. I was even on the Dragon Con pre-show. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. That was like in August. August
Oh,
26th.
wow.
It's only been a month,
We have to fix that.
no doubt.
We have
Over a
to
month.
fix that.
As soon as She-Hulk is over, we can do the whole synopsis of that. But
Yeah, because I
I
got
mean,
some
other,
thoughts. I have thoughts. They're
My
mostly
thoughts
good
about
thoughts.
my thoughts are all over the place.
I
Like,
know.
do I like it? Do I not like it? I
I
have
love
problems.
it.
I don't
I
have
actually
problems.
love it because I love law shows, law procedural shows anyway. And you're gonna add
Right.
a superhero to it, I'm in. I've
Mm,
loved
I,
basically
I
all of it.
I like
Okay,
law
so
procedural show. I like legal procedural shows.
I
There
do
there's
too.
one legal procedural show that I did not like.
Which one?
Which one?
Ally McBeal.
What?
Oh,
Are
wait a
you
minute. Hold
kidding
up.
me,
I'm about to kick you off
And
right now.
bruh?
so watching this reminds me of watching Ally McBeal. But I
Ally
Sir,
reserve
McBeal
my
don't
was
thoughts.
talk
so
like that.
good.
No, it wasn't.
Chat, Buddhist man.
Well,
Everybody in
you
chat
know
right
what?
now, Buddhist man.
Let me rephrase that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I went to law school. I'm not a practicing lawyer. I just don't like Ally McBeal. I
Mm.
watch all the other legal shows, but Ally McBeal was just one that I just didn't like it.
Was it because it was more about her relationships and her sex life than it was about the law?
No, I just didn't like. I didn't care for the humor.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
was
didn't care for the
young when I watched that show, but I remember loving it. Maybe if I go back and watch it now, I might not be as in love with it,
yeah,
but I love that show.
yeah. And this, I like She-Hulk, but it feels like Ally McBeal. This is
I don't care.
wacky court cases,
Okay,
hijinks,
were you
and
So
all that
expecting
stuff.
serious court cases in She-Hulk?
no,
Really?
he was
Were
not. He
you,
was
I
not.
was
were you
not expecting serious. No, I wasn't. No.
He wasn't.
all
But
right
I will
then?
say this. So there are two issues that I have with She-Hulk. One, I'm still not crazy about the CGI. It bugs me. Like it bothers me so much. But I'm like, okay, I can, every time I think about not liking the CGI, I hear Lori in my ear talking about how she's supposed to look like a comic book character. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Okay, I'll kind of look over that.
Plus, it's like this level of CGI is really hard. Like that's really difficult to get somebody like because I've seen the behind the scenes and they have someone a really tall woman who kind of looks like her, but
Hmm.
it's not really. So it's like they still kind of have to alter it. So it's like it's like
I know. It just, I don't know. I feel like it's Marvel. They have enough money. The CGI should look better. The other thing that bothers me, and I guess she's supposed to be this way, but this damn Titania chick, why is she here? I do not care for this character. Like, she
that's
aggravates me
supposed to.
every single time she
What
gets
did
on the
I text
screen.
you? What did I
I
text you? They need to
know.
have one episode where she just whips where she just whips Titania's ass and we can move on.
And
Yeah.
yes, exactly. That's all I need to see. I don't need to
Just
see
move on.
the whole thing about She-Hulk by Titania. Who cares? Why? Why? I
I
need
mean,
to know who.
that
I need to
was a
know
great episode.
where
That was
Bruce
a
went.
good
Like,
episode, though.
tell me that. I need to know where Bruce went.
That has
I'll
nothing
even
to do
take
with She-Hulk. That has nothing.
Something to
No,
do with
you
I
can't.
know, I
That has
know.
nothing to
I'll
do with
even
She-Hulk.
take more of what's his name? Pug.
Bugs
Josh
that dude.
Figueroa.
He's
Bugs
great.
that
I'll
dude.
take
I
more of
love Bugs.
him. Because I
He's
loved
great.
him on Arrow, even though he was such a horrible bad guy on Arrow. I still like Pug. Give me more Pug.
Well,
Take this
Okay,
Titania chick
that's the
off
shoe
my
geek,
screen.
right? That's
oh,
the sneaker freak, right?
that's right.
Right.
Yes,
Hey, Wonder Rock,
Yeah,
when to
he's
yes.
stop?
great. Yeah, I love him. He's great.
I'll
Give me
personally take
more
more of Miss.
Pug.
I'll personally take more of Miss Book. I mean, I won't be mad at that.
I
I
won't be mad at
mean,
that. Now they can
here's the
do
funny
now if they
thing.
want to do a musical episode, I'll listen to her sing.
Oh,
You
really?
want to know?
Oh,
Yeah.
You want
really?
to know the
Now
funny
you were
thing?
listening.
Her having the bob threw me off because I kept looking at her like I know Renee is in this show. I kept looking
Yeah.
around like, where the hell is Renee? It just
Like
threw me
you just
off.
kept going. You just kept going, Angelica.
It just threw me off the bob, and then just the way that she, like, okay, she does have a little bit of Angelica flair in there, but just the way that she is, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this chick has it together, and she's I don't know, she's like cool, but she's insulting at the same time,
At the
and you
same
don't
time.
really mind her being insulting. It's just,
At all.
but it, okay, that's the other thing I think that bothers me about She-Hulk. Why the hell are people walking around like Jennifer Walters is like the ugliest, most whatever thing on the planet
Thank you.
Earth? That is
For
bothering
real.
me. That is
Yeah, for real.
bothering me. That whole
I mean,
court, the whole court thing where she had to listen to these guys just kind of
just like
we've talked
call her
about
comic.
secondhand embarrassment before. I couldn't stand it.
No,
Oh
it's like in the third episode where the first date she went on as Jessica, where he was like not paying attention to her, then he gets up, he was like, oh yeah, she's a 6. I was like, bruh, really? Like that pissed me off. I was like, yeah, because I mean Tatiana Maslany is easy on the eyes. She's not ugly at all. Like
she's gorgeous. I love
not
her. I love her. But
I
okay.
agree. That's all I'm saying. I agree.
So yeah, we're not going to get into a full She-Hulk thing right now because we're going to talk about the show in full. What I do want to talk about, and I know Mike wants to talk about, let's talk about this goddamn Deadpool announcement.
Yes.
Because when I tell you, okay, so I was in my car at a stoplight, and somebody, I think it was MCU Portal, I follow that Facebook page, and they posted the logo with the Deadpool symbol with the claw marks, and I was like, oh, y'all fans need to stop. I was like, we've already been clamoring for this, and somebody wrote in the comments, they were like, is this real? And they posted, Ryan posted it on his page. I was like, hold up, I'm at a red light. Let me start. So I'm listening to it while I'm driving to my house. I'm right around the corner. I pull into the driveway and put my car in park just as Hugh is going across the screen. I was like, wait, what? wait, what? And then when he says Hugh, I went, he said, do you want to play that Wolverine again? And he was like, sure, Ryan. I was in
Yeah,
my car
right.
and my
Yeah.
neighbors were like, what the fuck is wrong with this child?
I only have one thing to say. This one thing, and then Mike can take it. I'm not going to get my hopes up because it's just going to be like a 30-second cameo.
Don't say that. I've seen that.
And
I've seen
then
that
I'll
online.
be
Don't
done.
say that. Don't jinx it. Don't do
That
that.
that was the first thing I thought.
Don't do
It's
that.
going to be just like the
They
commercial.
made a whole logo.
Okay, I'm done. Oh,
They
really?
made a whole logo.
Okay, 30-second
Okay.
cameo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Mike.
Debbie Downer.
You have the
Here's why
floor.
you're wrong. First of all, they've made 2 preview videos with him in it. There's no chance that he's only going to be in it for 30 seconds if they made 2 videos.
Okay,
Second of
1
all,
minute.
1 minute.
You know what?
No, he's going to be in this. He's going to be in it as much as Cable was. No, stop that. No, I rebuke your negative energy in Ryan Reynolds' name. Amen. Second of all, this is do you think that most people have been waiting for this? Ryan Reynolds admittedly is a troll. He's not that much of a troll because he knows how much we want, need, and crave Deadpool and Wolverine. We crave Deadpool and Wolverine almost as much as we crave Deadpool and Spidey together. It's like it's right along the same lines.
I don't care about
it's like,
Spidey. Give me Deadpool and Wolverine. I need Deadpool's
well, I have
humor,
yeah.
and I need Wolverine's no bullshit attitude. I need those two together. I need to see what that's like.
But it's like
I need to see what that
as somebody who has
Not
Deadpool
gonna
and
happen.
a lot of Deadpool and Spidey comics in my collection, I need Deadpool and Spidey, like for real.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
We take a bet.
You know what is going to happen?
1 minute.
Deadpool and Wolverine is going to happen.
It's
That's
gonna
what's
be
going to happen.
a 3-hour movie with a 1 minute Wolverine cameo.
You know what? Not paying him any attention.
Stop it.
I think we should take a bet. I think we should take a bet.
What's the over under on Wolverine being in a 2-hour movie, Deadpool movie?
Yes,
5 minutes.
I'll take the over on that.
I will take the over on that. Like I will say.
Okay,
half an hour.
In all honesty, I figure maybe 2 scenes, 3 scenes tops. So 3, 6, 9.
You know what?
We'll give him 10 minutes. It's going to be under 10 minutes.
I will alter my bet. I have to go back and watch Deadpool 2 and see how much Cable's in it because I think he's going to be in there at least as much as Cable was in Deadpool 2.
Okay, it's going to be under 10 minutes. 2-hour movie, under 10 minutes.
It depends on the story because it really depends on what they do as far as story too. So I mean, maybe it requires Deadpool to put together another X-Force to slaughter in cool and different ways, like he did in Deadpool 2.
Domino is still alive, right?
Domino is still alive.
Domino is still alive. So I don't know.
So, yeah,
and then we have all these.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll counter your bet. I'm willing to wager that Wolverine is in it at least as much as Cable was in Deadpool 2.
Okay.
I'll say maybe a little bit more.
I bet you a 2-liter Fresca.
2-liter Fresca, bruh. See, now you're really taking it back to the beginnings of our podcast.
That's horrible. Who wants Fresca?
Fresca actually is pretty good, guys. I thought we discussed that on the book.
Stop telling that lie. It is not.
It was decent. I will drink it.
I'll stick to my Bunnahaven 12 here.
We're being healthy. We got ice water. Sorry, guys.
I have smart water, so I'm balancing my bag with my. I have out.
Well, fooling around with you, I wasn't able to make my cocktail trying to get in on this thing. So
I have water, but I'm balancing my water with scotch. So it's like,
I don't know if that's an even balance.
I,
It's not. It's
I,
not even balanced at all. I'm
I
drinking
may have
water,
to step away and
water.
go grab me some whiskey in a moment.
That's cool.
Wait, y'all can't be drinking and I'm not drinking. Like I wasn't properly prepared. Y'all
Why ain't you
can't do
drinking?
that.
This is a celebration. It's a
It's a
celebration.
celebration.
So I don't drink alcohol as much as I have in the past because of my kidney disease. So I try to and my diabetes. So I try to lay off of it. And this
Yeah,
is homecoming week, and we're having happy hour tomorrow. So I'm saving my.
Well, you're preparing yourself.
I'm preparing
yeah. You're
myself.
saving it. You're saving
Preparing
it up. I
I'm
understand
finna
that.
go prepare me a glass of wine. I'll be right back.
All
Just
right.
Okay. So while you're not going for real?
okay, I'm back.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
go ahead. Look, we're just having fun. It's not like this is gonna be structured
Yeah,
or
this ain't
anything.
superficial.
Okay, so you haven't been able to jump on House of the Dragon with us because you're not caught up yet because somebody went to Alaska.
Hey, my
Anyway,
mother
between
went to Alaska. I'm not gonna say no to my mom. All right.
okay, well, you know what? It was for your mother. We're good. So
75 years. I mean, come on.
happy birthday to your mom. 75 is a very
Thank
good
you.
accomplishment. My mom will be
Absolutely.
there in 2 years.
Nice. See, there you
So,
go.
yep.
All right. So
So, House of the Dragon, how far are you?
I'm like at the I've watched the first two. I just need to watch the third because I was in the middle of Andor when with the first episode of Andor when we started. So I got to finish Andor too. I
Okay,
get caught
I,
up
I
in
need
Andor
to
too.
finish that as well. Andor for me, the first episode was kind of slow, and the second episode I couldn't concentrate because I was just like, okay, you know what? I don't think I'm in the right frame of mind for Star Wars right now. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it again this weekend after I get my homework done. I did start on Rings of Power because
Okay,
yay, I don't
hold
know if
on.
you saw, I finally finished the Lord of the Rings movies. Finally,
Hold
it only
on.
took
Okay,
me
let's
50 million years.
let's let's go back to Andor.
Okay,
I really like Andor.
so you
I
feel
like
Andor
like
it
is
so
yeah.
far.
really, really good.
But so you got to realize that most all the Disney Plus Star Wars series start slow, like because
Mhm.
like Mandalorian started slow, Boba Fett started slow, Obi-Wan started slow, so you just kind of have to
Boba
expect
Yeah,
the
Fett
but
first.
stayed slow until
yeah, Boba
episode
Fett.
5.
Boba Fett was a crash and a burn.
Okay, look,
And this is from the Star Wars. This is from the Star Wars person here.
Mhm.
Boba Fett
I
was a
love
crash.
Star Wars. I've loved Star Wars since I was a kid. I'm in the minority that actually liked Boba Fett. I thought it was a good series. I
Mm.
just I just wish it wasn't Mandalorian 2.5 season 2.5, but it's like I mean
I
because it
had
basically
no
was
complaints.
Yeah.
it's like what they did was they figured out, which a lot of people should have figured out, that Boba making a whole series about Boba Fett is not going to work because you don't. First of all, most people don't really know anything about Boba Fett, so you can't make a whole series about something that most of your audience doesn't have a proper background about. So
Okay.
you have to do,
Mhm.
and it's like then when they realized that it was not as intriguing or like captivating as it should be, they're like, "Well, fuck, what are we gonna do? Oh, we
Right.
got the Mandalorian. He looks the same. Let's put him in there. Let's put him in the
Mhm.
rest of the episode." And they picked the wildly successful Mandalorian and put him in it, and basically made it. It was the second half of the season was basically Mandalorian 2.5.
Mhm.
So, but
I wasn't
I
mad.
still enjoyed the series. I thought it was good. I still thought it was good. I wouldn't mind seeing Boba Fett and Fennec, and I want to see what they did with the sheriff, like because Thundercat was operating on him in the post scene. I want to see what happened with that. They can't
Yeah.
just leave me
Mhm.
hanging
It,
like that.
it was okay. It just wasn't. It wasn't great. But Andor, on the other hand, the first episode was a little slow, but it's really good. It's really
Okay.
good.
I'll
Rings
try
of
to watch it
Power.
this weekend.
Rings of Power is really good. Um,
I've seen 2 episodes and so far Disa is my favorite character. I love her.
she's awesome.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
So, it's very weird watching the characters that we know as younger people
Right.
For me, that's always, even though, I'm used to prequels, but seeing them go that far back, it's just so weird. And I keep looking at the guy who plays young Elrond, and I'm like, I know his face from somewhere. I haven't looked him up yet. I'm
That's
like,
young
he
Ned. That's young Ned
yes,
Stark.
yes. I
Yeah.
kept looking at him like I know him from something else. I couldn't figure it out because the ears were distracting me, but I was like, I know that face, I know that voice. Why do I know that face and that voice? You're right, because I literally just watched that damn clip 3 days ago.
Yeah, that's young Ned Stark. There's a
Okay.
war coming, Ned. Yeah,
Mm,
that's
yeah.
it.
But I like it
I
so
like
far.
it. And remember, I told you didn't have to watch all the 3 movies to get the TV show
That has
because
been on my nerd bucket list forever. So I was like, while I'm in the
yeah,
mood for it and while I have some motivation, let me sit down. Like I said, last Saturday, well, I rewatched Fellowship of the Rings last Monday. And when I got to the end, I was like, okay, so this is one I do know that I've watched all the way through. So I started on the Two Towers and I was
mhm.
like, I don't remember any of this. Like there were bits and pieces I remember seeing, but I didn't remember any of it. So
Let's say I
last
posted a
Saturday,
meme when you said that. I posted a meme of Gandalf saying, "I have no memory of this
I have
place."
no memory of this. So yeah. So last Saturday I was gonna go in Uber and then I was tired and I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna sit my ass down on the couch and I'm just gonna watch Lord of the Rings. I did nothing else that day but sit on my couch, eat, and watch Lord of the Rings, and it was glorious.
Yeah,
I
Michelle
was like,
has had us watch the Fellowship last week, and we just finished the Two Towers last night, and we're watching the extended ones. Those things are I forgot how long they were.
so that was my plan. I was like, okay, I might as well watch the extended versions and just gonna get it all out the way. I looked at the regular version because I clicked on it by accident for Two Towers, and I think it said 3 hours and 2 minutes, and I was like, wait,
Mhm.
what? I was like, this is not the extended version. How long is the extended version? And I
Almost 4 hours.
went, yes, I saw. I went and I saw
Sheesh.
the minute count, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing
Yeah,
this today. If you have them, I would just borrow them from you, bring them to work
yeah.
tomorrow.
I think I do have them. See on my stack of DVDs right here.
Hmm.
That's The Godfather. I have them somewhere. I think
Okay.
they're up here. They're here.
Yeah.
They're here somewhere.
Yeah, I looked at that minute count and I said, no, I said, I've had hard enough trouble just watching the regular versions all these years. Let me get through those first, and then I'll tackle the extended versions. So I'll get to that at some point. It probably won't be anytime in the next 2 months because between Casey and I and Michelle going to the camp, and then Casey and I trying to go to LA for the Walking Dead finale event, and then all of us going to CONjuration. I'm not gonna have time. I'm not gonna have time. I have way
Yeah.
too much. I thought Dragon Con prep was a lot, and I was like, okay, but I'm expecting this. So I didn't realize I was gonna be on as many panels for CONjuration that I am. So I'm like, yeah, I got to do some more prep. So
Yeah, I fell into that trap too. He was like, "Hey, you can." I was like, "I'm not going to be able to be on all the panels. I'm on a lot of panels.
how many are you
Right.
on?
I didn't count. It's a few.
I'm on 9.
Yeah. I'm
It's a
only on
few.
4, so I'm only on R4. So
You didn't hear back on
It's a-
any of the others? They
no,
were
I don't.
probably already booked.
Yeah.
You
So
got you got on the one. You got on the one, that I wanted to get on. I don't think I'm.
Who is fussing in the
okay,
background?
who's looking at you?
Oh, that was my ringtone. That was my mom.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's
Hi,
what.
mom.
Yeah.
That's who's fussing at you.
This is it.
Actually, quick pause. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Um,
Talk
yeah,
amongst yourself.
yeah. I think I've done a watch through of all 3. When I first got the extended editions,
Hmm.
I got them for Christmas, and I think the day after I started it like 8 o'clock that morning, and it's like 12 hours
Oh yeah, that's
to watch all
literally an
three.
all day thing.
It was. I was literally watching it
That's why I
all
said
day.
I probably will not. I'm gonna attempt to do the extended versions. It probably won't be until Christmas break because we're out of work for 2 weeks.
Now they
That's
are
the
on
only way I
HBO
feel
Max.
like I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah, there is. Do you have HBO Max? It's on HBO Max. The extended
I
versions.
know. I know. That's what was tempting me. I was like, I can do it. And I was like, no, I need to make sure I'm going to be able to focus. And hey,
Mhm.
Casey,
KC
hey,
Happy birthday!
got the birthday hat.
yeah, thank you.
Woo!
Oh,
You
look,
see,
she
you,
got her little ears. That's cute. You know
trying
what?
to
I
get them,
thought about
to move, but they're a little stiff.
going to buy a birthday hat, and I was too tired. I decided to take a nap instead. Yep. How are you?
I'm good, honey. I am living life and enjoying myself.
I know. Are you ready for The Walking Dead?
Beyond, super beyond.
We have 4 days.
Girl,
Anthony,
and you know I'm mad. You
your
know
wife is
I'm
about to get
mad.
on
It
your
ain't on the
nerves.
previews.
I know. That's okay. Anthony, your wife is she's about to get on your nerves because we have fully indoctrinated her. She is back
I
on
know.
board.
You know what
She
y'all
has
need to
been
do though.
assimilated.
She's trying to find out information about this weekend y'all about to have. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's
Oh,
happening. I need
we're
to
gonna
talk to
talk about
Hanukkah.
that when we record tomorrow night. We're supposed to be
Oh, okay.
recording. We have to do the last episode of Tales of the Walking Dead because
Mhm.
she was laid out on the beach in Mexico. I'm telling you, between her and Mike having all these nice vacations, and then
Hey,
Casey was
Casey.
living on the beach for like 4
Hey,
months.
Casey, let your haters be your motivators. Don't be listening to nobody.
It's just me and Hanukkah holding it down over here. Just the two of us holding it
telling
down.
you, I'm telling you, y'all, I was accomplished this week. I got 5
I'm proud of
episodes
you. That's a
edited
lot.
and posted. I was like, ooh, I feel good. Now let me look at this other backlog of all these other episodes because we still okay. So I still have to go through 3 of the Loki episodes that we recorded and never girl. When I tell you it's been crazy. But it's just there's too much good TV. How am I supposed to pick and choose? And I was like, okay, well, Loki is over and it'll be back. So let's keep up with the current stuff. And they just keep putting new good shit on TV. And I'm just like, I can't keep up. I need a lottery ticket. I need a winning lottery ticket so I can sit at home and just do this all day.
Make a
I'm
copy
just
of it
saying.
when you get it.
I'm just saying. You know what? What is the jackpot now? It's like 200 something million. Give me that. I will share the wealth gladly. I will. We will all do this for a living. We will just traipse around the
Swear to
world
God.
doing geek shit. Do you hear me?
Swear to God.
So
Swear to
yeah,
God. I
yeah.
don't even need the 250. Just give me the 8. I ain't greedy. Give me the 8
Yeah,
million.
we don't
I
need
just
Right?
much.
I just need. I
At
don't even
all.
need the whole 8. Give me
Shit,
half of that. Give me a fourth of that. I'll be good.
give
I'll be
me
good.
the 500,000 after taxes I'll get after winning a million for just getting 5 numbers. I can deal with that for a second. I'm
But you
good.
know
There you
what?
go. That's right. You were right.
When you think about it, so I have said, like, you know how you always think about, okay, what would you do if you won the lottery? I said I would go to a convention in every single state and I would hit some of these international conventions too. $500,000, I think, would go real fast when you think about airfare and hotels and
Hotels,
yeah,
food,
that starts to add up. So
tickets.
no, Mike, I don't think 500,000 will be enough.
No, it
Mm-mm.
won't be.
Give me a million, then I'll be good. Then I can go
I
do
mean,
No,
stuff
no,
stuff like
I might need more than that.
no. Then I can do stuff like
We need the
go to
8
New York for
million.
Comic Con.
We need the 8 million.
We
We
need the
take
Yeah,
8.
we
we
do.
take 4 of that, put it in the low risk IRA, and just take that interest for
I'm
your
just
travel
saying it's
expenses and
expensive
tickets.
to be a proper geek. It's really expensive. I mean, I'm
man,
sitting here.
who you telling?
I'm
Listen,
looking at my
well,
bank account because I'm waiting for AMC to make this announcement so Casey and I can go to LA. But I'm looking at
Hello.
my bank account and I'm looking at this guest list for New York Comic Con that keeps getting better
Bruh.
and
Oh my
better.
God. Like
I
for
was
real.
like,
Like for a Hanako, I'll make a pact with you. If I win and it's like it's before New York Comic Con, we going.
oh, I'm going
Like
next year, regardless. I'm gonna figure this out. I have a whole year to plan it now. I'm gonna
man.
figure this out because I was supposed to go
Why is-
last year, and then I ended up going to New York, but to help my daughter move back home. So I missed it last year, and then this year I was like, okay, no, this is the Walking Dead fall. This is the Walking Dead era. They're down to the last 8 episodes. I was like, okay, no, I really want to go do the fan event in LA. So that's my focus. Then they started announcing folks like you got Brendan Fraser there. And then Lee Bardugo and the Crows are there. And then they just added Ben Barnes. And now you've got Tom Sturridge there. And Daniel Radcliffe is going to be there. And Will Yankovic. I was like, you know what? I can't.
I mean,
think
they
I'm
were
just
just
gonna have to block New York Comic Con for the next 2 weeks.
they were adding whole cast of TV shows and films like at once. I was like that. They literally added almost the whole cast of Shadow and Bone at once. I was like,
they have they announced 3 people from Outlander at the same time, including Sam Heughan. I was like, wait, what? I was like, so let me calculate this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do New York Comic Con next year. Cause right now, those plane tickets to LA, they keep going up and they keep going up. And this is the thing that makes me mad about it. Y'all knew what the fuck y'all were doing. Why would y'all have such a big event the weekend before Thanksgiving? Why?
and why are they
petty.
Why are they having a Walking Dead event in LA?
Because they petty.
Because from what I understand, it's going to be just from some of the tweets I saw today from AMC had their summit, so they did a lot of press for a lot of the upcoming shows and stuff like that. There's going to be a big red carpet event, and they're supposed to be getting a majority of the cast from seasons 1 through 11 there. So I was like, yeah, okay, Casey.
Technically, look, this is gonna be my proposal. If ticket prices keep going up, we're gonna have to take a week off. It's a 24-hour drive between me, you, and Michelle. That would be what?
We don't even know
$2,700. I'm claiming it. It would be $2,700 if we all got tickets. We can spend $2,700.
You hear her, Anthony?
I'm just saying.
I hear her.
I'm just saying.
Your wife.
I'm just saying.
I don't have nothing to do with it. Y'all, good luck with that. That's all I'm gonna say. My name ain't Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Or Hanako, you know what else we could do? We can there's always deals to Vegas. We can just fly to Vegas and drive over.
I have no problem with that. I don't,
because you can get to Vegas for $175.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? Let's go. That gives us more spending money.
Hello. Okay. And the drive time from Vegas to LA is what, a couple hours?
Yeah. So speaking of spending money, okay, so Mike and Anthony, you guys haven't been privy to this because y'all are not Walking Dead people, but there's an auction going on right now from one of the prop companies that are auctioning off all of the original props from like the early seasons. So
we trying to take all y'all money.
So Casey,
I swear to God.
So Casey, do you already have a katana, or are you still bidding on it?
No, okay. So this is the funny thing. When I sent her and Michelle the link, because we have our own group chat for Walking Dead, I sent them the link to the auction, and then like immediately after I saw the link, I saw Michonne's katana. It was like one of the first ones that she used in the show. When I sent it to them, it was at $1,000. When Casey responded 2 hours later, she was like, "So who gonna loan me $3,000?" I was like, "What?" Yeah. And then one of my Walking Dead friends on Twitter, Rebecca, she was in a bidding war with somebody who was bidding on Bob Stuckey's coat. And she was like, if this person don't stop outbidding me, and after like a few hours,
Wow.
she was like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. I was like, I don't even
Wow.
want to
Wow.
look. But they had like some really good props. Like they have the photo album that Rick and Lori had, or that Lori took from the house with all of the original like Grimes pictures. They have a photo of Rick and Shane with their sheriff's unit and Rick's college diploma. I was like,
I
wait,
saw that.
Rick's
it
college
was
diploma.
$500 when I looked at it. I just kind of left it alone. I was like, I don't want to break my heart. Let me just go on and leave this alone. But yeah, this is why we need more than $500,000 for stuff like this, because I
They need
mean,
the clear. I need the clearance section. Where's the
I'm just saying they
clearance
trying to
section?
take all y'all money. For real.
because I
Where's the
mean,
clearance section? What a $5 item? Let me get
They
something like
need to make it
$100.
where they take a little bit of your money until it's all gone, not all of it at once.
Swear to
no,
God, jeez.
it's too many people who are out there willing to pay. Like, yeah, here's my firstborn
They
kid. Please let
selfish.
me get Michonne's katana. Yeah, like Casey would
And
probably do.
whoever get it, I hope it break on them.
Don't say that. That is not nice. That's
That's
not good
mean.
Like
karma.
they pick it up
That is
and it
not
just
good
fall out the
karma.
hilt. It
I
just
hope it
falls
break.
out the hilt.
Yep, I hope it break.
That's
You
not good
see,
karma. Don't do that.
stop it. You
But
wild.
I'm also
I'm
kind of
hating.
glad that it is that expensive, because where in the world would I put it? I have no more room. Like I'm
The-
like eking out very small corners of my walls. Like there's a little bit of
hey,
space on this
that's
side. There's a
For
little bit
three
of space
thousand
on that
dollars,
side.
that happened. That happened at Dragon Con. Walking around the dealer's room. Like, oh man, I want that. That's cool. Oh wait, we
Where
gonna
am
have
I gonna put
Michelle's
it?
like, where you gonna put
Right.
it? Oh, okay.
guess what? For $3,000, that damn thing is gonna match every outfit I got on because it's going with me everywhere. Look, y'all see it matched today. No,
They
for
had
three thousand
they,
dollars.
did you see the woodworking place? They had this table that like doubled as a gaming table and whatnot.
Bruh.
And
Oh
and
my
Oh
Michelle's
my
God.
like,
God.
where you
Mike
gonna
and I
put it?
were over there drooling, looking
Hell
at those
yeah.
tables.
Where you gonna put it? I don't know, but I
No,
want
and
it.
then like right around the corner they had the guy that had the that made the statues that were like just ultra freaking realistic. Like they were like about that tall.
Mm-hmm.
And
See,
it's
I
like
can't do it
he
because
did.
I have demon cats.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
That table would be scratched
They
up.
would
That
really beat the
statue would be
shit out
on
of
the
it.
ground somewhere.
And then the helmets. Did you see the one that
The
had all
helmets
the
were dope.
different
Yeah,
helmets?
the
I was
helmets
like,
were dope.
Yep.
I want that one, that one, that one, that one, Michelle. Where are you gonna put them? I don't know, but I
Well,
want them.
no, okay, so let me tell you, and Michelle's probably gonna kill me for saying this, but there's a guy. So I was a guest on Bring the Popcorn podcast a few months ago, and one of the other podcasters, he collects helmets, and he has a bookshelf, Anthony, not too dissimilar from what you have behind you now, and it was nothing but helmets. So he had like the Mandalorian helmet. He had, I mean, just helmets. And I was just sitting there. He's talking, and I'm like not even paying attention to him. I'm looking at the shelf trying to figure out, okay, I know where that's from. I know where that's from. I was like, that's a really nice display. It was very nice. So you didn't hear that from me, but I'm just saying it could be
I'm looking
done.
at that can go.
You
That can
got a little bit
go.
of wall right there
That can
though.
go.
Put
I
you
have
some
a
Hey,
Black
you got like
Panther.
you got wall space,
you,
man. Just put
you
put
got a
one of those
little bit of
floating.
wall space right
I have
there.
a Black
Just put
Panther.
some floating shelves right there. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got plenty of
I'm
room,
just
bro.
saying.
Even
I'm
notice.
just saying. I'm just waiting for well, I'm not like waiting for my kids to finally finish moving out, but when they finally finish moving out,
For the
I'm
last
gonna
time,
have 10 rooms in my house. Like, no lie. So yeah,
moving
you
out for
got.
the
I'm
last
telling
time.
you, I see wall right there next to your bookshelf. I see
Yes, it's right
wall
here.
behind you, behind
To
the
be
TV. Like you
honest,
can put some floating shelves.
a lot of this wall space has already been claimed. So,
Oh, for your expanding Funko collection.
But there's nothing there. There's nothing there. What did she put in there?
it ain't there yet, but it'll be there.
Okay.
What?
Well, this room also doubles as business area, so a
Mm.
lot of this has been claimed for business space. So
Okay. See, what you need
And
is a
with the-
he. Let me stop. Let me stop.
you
Stop
should.
trying, stop trying to be an adult.
Money.
No, you know what I was told? I was going to build a shed. Oh, that's my she shed.
So you
Okay.
stop
See,
building.
if you build her a she shed, then you can have all that space
It
there.
didn't even get started. Oh, y'all get me in trouble. Let me stop drinking.
We ain't
Yeah.
getting I don't know nothing. I know nothing. I heard nothing.
I just showed up.
I just made a minor
Hey.
suggestion. Minor suggestion.
I got
Oh,
Black
goodness.
Panther and I have C3PO. That I have that space. That's my space.
Okay, so speaking of Black Panther, 2 hours and 41 minutes.
It's too short.
That is the official run. That's the official run time. They say it's the longest Marvel movie to date
This year.
In-game.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. When
In-game
in-game
3
long?
hours?
In-game was like
It says
3
the
hours.
second long. It says the second
Is
longest.
it second longest?
In-game was
Okay.
like, in-game was like 3:15, like 3:15.
Yeah, in-game was long as hell.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yep.
Hey, I don't know about long as
But,
hell. It was. I still think they could have fit some more.
Okay,
In-game was my favorite.
I sat through in-game the first time, the entire time. You can't eat no popcorn. You can't drink no pop
You
because
can't drink nothing.
afterwards that bathroom line was crazy. It looked like a club. I was like, good Lord, everybody in here.
I need to find
That's
my
fine.
white outfit.
I do too.
Do you guys have your
I'm-
white outfit yet? I need to find a white
Yo.
outfit.
Yo, so are we
Yeah.
like are we like meeting up?
Hell yes. But y'all gonna have to look. Y'all gonna have to get out your comfort zone, and y'all gonna have to go to the movies on a Thursday. Because when I say opening night,
What you
is
thought?
that is where I will be.
Premiere night.
No, I'm there. No, I'm 100% there. I ain't got a problem.
As soon as they say tickets are on sale,
Yeah, I'm there. I'm wherever.
I'm having my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be at
I'm just
AMC
saying, it
South
doesn't
Lake.
have to be
That's
an
where I'll
early
be.
show. Like we can do something fun, like go to dinner first, and just make sure that we're not gonna want to get up during the movie. Because I'm not gonna need no popcorn. I might sneak a bottle of water in there just to sip. But
I'm not eating dinner before the show because I'll
oh
fall.
yeah.
That's what's
At least you know yourself. At
I
least
know
you
my-
know yourself.
I'm not
Yeah.
eating nothing.
And you know what? You're right, because you don't want to get the itis either.
Exactly. You get the itis and you fall asleep when Dr. Doom comes on or whoever, and it's like, what the fuck?
What I
Then
just meant.
Then I gotta go get in line again. Although
Well, I'm gonna do that anyway.
Hello.
I'm gonna see it at least twice. I gotta see it at least twice.
I
I
realized
think
3 is my number, so I'll see it 3 times.
I was gonna say, I think I went to go see the first one 3 times in the theater. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God, that's not even counting the 10, 11, 50, 11 times I've seen it since it's been on streaming. Like every time it's come across my screen. Oh, Black Panther? Okay, click.
I can't do it. I can't, like, I watched it. I've watched it maybe twice since he's passed. And that first time was so rough. I couldn't do it.
I get it.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because I literally, even though Robin Williams died like a long time ago, I still haven't watched Hook. I can't do it.
I haven't watched anything with him in it since he died. I can't.
I watched him
especially
in my. He was good in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I haven't watched that either. My daughter was like, she said, "Mom,
It
you
was
have to
different.
watch it." I said, "I've already heard that it was emotional. I've already heard that one of the speeches that he gave in there was pretty much like his goodbye. I can't.
It was
Catch me
was
in 5 years.
Bloods.
I might be able to do it. I can't do it.
The Five Bloods was good, but it was hard watching him play a character that was dead. It was Really,
Yo, spoilers. The fuck.
it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah, I can't believe I need to go up. I'm probably going there and watch it after we're done because I've been meaning to watch that. I hardly miss Spike Joints too. So I need to check that out.
Yeah,
But
I'll
yeah,
probably watch Black Panther once before Wakanda Forever comes out. But I'm gonna have to be in the right frame of mind to do it. So
Did y'all see, was that in our Facebook group that someone posted the Funko Pop?
that was
that was
Mike.
me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's Shuri. It just take all the mystery out of it.
What you gonna post that for? Some of us may
But
not want to know.
Look.
it came out already. It came out in the beginning because remember Lego had dropped the Black Panther set that had Shuri as Black Panther. I thought it was already known.
Like the whole thing about it is it's like it's like on her mask they have the dots and then you see it's almost the same dots in the same place when she's in her funeral shroud in the preview trailer. So it's like,
see, I was wondering if it was a custom because up until this week I hadn't really seen too many images of her aside from what was in the trailer. So when you posted that, I was like, I wonder did somebody do a custom, and then I started seeing it. Mm-hmm.
It was Reddit, so it could be.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just getting to the point where I'm trying to stay away from as much as I can. Like I haven't even gone through and looked at the Empire spread. I may go ahead and buy that magazine, but I'm trying to. I just want to go in and be blown away the same way I was when I watched the trailer. I want to feel that emotion. I don't want like so many people are wanting details about certain things with certain things. Like even with The Walking Dead, people are like, I want to know if Rick is coming. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I want to be able to watch it. Same thing with Wakanda Forever. I want to be able to watch it and feel it and ugly cry with snot bubbles when I do. I need to have that kind of emotion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ban myself from social media like that month, like that Tuesday, because I know people are gonna see like
the people who see it early.
See it early. I think I'm not even gonna look at social media like from Monday to that Thursday.
And I'm gonna let y'all know now. If I find out any kind of early screenings, I'm gonna put it in the group chat and be like, may the odds be ever in your favor. Because if I get a ticket to go see it early, I will already know what's going on by the time we all go together on that Thursday.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Seriously. As soon as it comes up, let me know because I'll be right there. I'll be right next to you.
I'm telling you, I'm posting it in the chat. That's what I do with all of them. Oh, free screening. Here we go. And we're gonna have to be on it because especially for something like Black Panther, those tickets are gonna go so fast.
Yeah, Black Panther and Black Adam.
Yeah.
God, right. It's like Black Adam in October, Black Panther in November. Jesus.
Yeah. So let's switch to another Black superhero right now because they just announced today that the director for Blade pulled out. Can y'all just hurry up? Can y'all make my movie and give me my man and let me see my hurt?
Who was the director?
It was an Indian dude. It was like Bashir something. I can't remember. But yeah, I saw that. And they haven't pushed back the date, the premiere date. So apparently they must already have somebody. There's no chance they don't have anybody. They haven't pushed the premiere date back.
They're gonna have to do something because I'm like,
that's not good.
We should be getting a teaser trailer or something at least. When is the release date for Blade? Is it 24?
It says 23? It was a year.
It's next September, I think.
I
think it's next November. It was supposed to be November. It was November 3rd, 2023.
Yeah. So they need to be on it.
Yeah, because
we need to be getting at least a teaser trailer by Christmas. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's not going to happen now. They haven't even started principal photography yet. So we'll see.
We got to wait till spring.
Girl.
They may wait till the Super Bowl. You know, that's when all the premieres come.
It
They
says
Ah,
on them during the
he's
Super
That
still
Bowl.
would be
attached. He's still attached as an
the
executive
producer.
producer.
Yeah.
mm.
But that's still not good.
They have to have. They have to already have somebody. If they wouldn't, they wouldn't have announced it and not pushed it. They would have announced it and said they're pushing it back if they didn't have somebody. There's no chance that they would. They would just announce that he was stepping down as director, and that. But they were still just shooting for the same date. It's like
Unless there was some kind of emergency, like if there was something like maybe family related, and he was like, okay, you know what, I can't do this, because they did say because there have been like some changes in production schedules and that sort of thing, and he just, I don't know, like I said, could have been something going on, could have been family related, or he could have been like, okay, you know what, you guys keep shifting this around and this is pushing us a month, 2 months past when we were supposed to be finished filming. You know, a lot of people, they may have stuff lined up after this particular project and can't sit here and wait an extra month, an extra 2 months.
Yeah, they're saying they
So
could throw the production off in several projects if
yeah.
they
yeah,
don't if they're not on schedule. That's the thing about announcing this. That's why studios never used to do that, announce their whole slate of movies, because shit happens. You
Mhm.
know,
right.
like look what
Like
happened with Black.
pandemics.
I would say like look what happened with Black Widow. That everything screwed that
Don't get
movie
me
up.
started. Don't get me started.
You know, and I think Spider-Man No Way Home also had some issues too, because they
Mm-hmm.
had to rewrite some stuff
Mm-hmm.
because
Rewrite,
production
reshoot. Yeah, a lot
was
of
off.
stuff. I mean, shoot, they've already reshot a lot of stuff for Black Panther, so it's like they nothing's gonna stop them from reshooting if they have to. I mean,
Mm-hmm. I get you. Okay.
Yeah,
But
it was funny watching the announcement for Black Panther at D23, and Feige brought out Ryan Coogler. He was like, "What are you up to?" I'm editing. He's like, "What are you gonna do after this?" Go back to editing, because they flew him there to do it, and they're gonna be flying him back so he can finish editing. But that it was funny because Feige's like, "So what are you up to? Editing. What are you gonna do after you leave here? Go
Editing.
back to editing." I just thought that was funny. He's
I'm
like, "I'm,
telling
I'm trying
you,
to work. The movie's coming
editing is
out,
a
dude. I'm
headache.
working on the movie."
he got shit to
Editing is
do.
a
Right.
headache. I just
You
editing a
know from
podcast
experience.
is a headache. I don't even want to imagine having to do all of the moving pieces of mm-mm. I have a whole different level of respect for those people. No,
Mm-hmm.
too much.
So,
Mm-mm. But the other thing, okay, shifting away from Marvel, because there's a lot of good stuff coming out right now. Are you guys going to be watching Interview with the Vampire, and are we going to be covering it?
What is
I'll
it
be
on?
Because
watching.
what'd you say, Mike?
What is it on?
AMC.
AMC.
Oh, damn it! I just stopped paying for AMC.
Yeah,
Shit,
you're like no more. What was
no more
that?
Discovery
streaming.
Edition.
Discovery of Witches.
Yeah,
I
you got to
know,
get it back. Mm-hmm.
Gotta get it back.
Mm-hmm.
man. I don't
Just when you
know.
think you're
I don't
out,
know
they
why you
pull
think
you
you're not
back
going to need
in.
stream. Why you don't think you're going to need streaming services? You are a podcaster
I got streaming.
on
I
a
have streaming.
podcast
That's
that
not the
deals
problem.
with
Look,
pop culture, TV, and film.
Wait a
I got
second.
Max,
I'm the only
Prime,
person.
Hulu, HBO, and I mean that's
Uh,
like I already
no,
basically
no, no.
pay as much for streaming as I would if I just had damn cable. Shit.
I'm the only person with Apple Plus. So,
Yes, you are. I ain't
I
got
yeah.
got it.
Oh, you got it. Oh,
I get it
okay.
free with T-Mobile. I
Mm,
Oh wait, we
okay.
can get it free. Word?
got it free through T-Mobile.
Well, I got. Well, see, I don't have an iPhone, so
Oh well, then.
But you
Oh,
don't have
good.
to have an iPhone to watch it. Yeah,
You don't need
have
an
a
iPhone?
screen, you can pull
I
it.
know. See, I know that, and it's like every time I see something, it's like because I really want to watch Ted Lasso because I
There's
just
some
heard.
good stuff on Apple
And
TV.
T-Mobile just gave me Paramount Plus for free too.
Damn,
Oh,
okay,
T-Mobile
I
doing
need
it big,
I need to
Okay,
get T-Mobile on it.
but
I ain't
Okay,
even mad at
I,
T-Mobile.
there's some
I'm
good
not
stuff
mad
on
either.
there. Servant, Ted Lasso, C
You know,
isn't
I only
half
want to watch
bad.
Servant because Rupert Grint is in it.
Servant is. I wish we could cover Servant. Servant is freaky, weird, but it's good, and you watch it. It's like watching a train wreck over and over again. It's so interesting. Have you
I
watched it, Casey?
saw one of the
Watch
trailers.
Servant.
I saw
Watch
one
Let me
of the
Servant.
look.
trailers
Let me look up the trailer.
for, I think the second season is the one where Rupert Grint has the pots and pans and he's just walking through the hallway. I was looking at this thing like, do I really want to watch this?
That is just scratching the surface.
Oh, okay.
It
Is it funny?
It's M. Night Shyamalan, and it's horror. It's like horror.
See,
It's
you
not, but it's
almost
not
had
really
me.
horror.
You lost me at horror.
The
Just,
Walking
oh, yeah.
Dead people turn their nose up at horror.
Walking Dead
Get
is
out of
not
here.
really
Get
Walking
horror.
Dead
out
is
of it.
gore.
No.
It's gore.
I watched a little bit of some episodes today with Michelle. This was when Beta bit the dust. This is horror. I don't care what y'all say.
No, it's
Gore is a
gore.
part of it. Is horror. Seeing
To quote,
Alpha's head on the spike, that was kind of freaky. You know,
That was funny. Considering the fact that she did it to 10 other people all at the same time. Yeah, that
I'm
was
just
funny. I'm
saying.
sorry.
I'm just
Alpha
saying.
got what she deserved.
I'm just saying. Y'all.
to quote the great Sam Wilson, you know, it's always that last thing you say.
I'm just saying. She got what she
It
deserved.
it is sort of it's weird. It can be a little bit creepy.
Mhm.
But babies and stuff like this is always creepy. This is no different.
But you know, that's the funny thing because you know, for a while, my younger years, I would watch horror no problem. Then after I had children and as I got older, for some reason I just couldn't do it. Like I used to be a huge Stephen King fan. I can't even read his stuff right now because it was just too much. Now I've kind of gotten back into where I'm starting to kind of dabble back into horror. So I may check it out just to see. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for my perception of Rupert to be altered in that way. Because when I tell you, I looked at
He's
that
great.
trailer and I was like, that is so not Ron Weasley.
He's great in it.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
great.
Okay.
He's great.
So,
He
and
plays.
he's gonna be in Cabinets of Curiosities too.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna be in that.
Yeah, Casey, watch Servant. You got to start at the beginning now.
I'll put one episode on, and if it creeps me out, I'm turning it off.
Well, you'll just look, watch it while we're sitting in our hotel room at the camp, because then you'll have me and Michelle there to like be a buffer for you.
There you go.
But they also have Foundation, which I like. It's pretty good. They have some good stuff on there.
I just want to see the Jason Momoa stuff. I need him to stop doing stuff just on Apple TV.
Yeah. C is not bad. I have issues like questions about what's going on, but it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might check it out.
Streaming services.
I might check it out. I just don't know if I want to get Apple TV.
Go to one of these services that give it to you for free.
I know, but I think with my cell phone provider, I think I also get Paramount Plus for free, and there's one other one they're doing like a free trial for right now. So I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
That Paramount Plus has going. It's like Paramount Plus is just going to turn me back into a Star Trek a hardcore Star Trek fan with all the Star Trek stuff they have on it. It's just like, damn. Because they have
I'm just waiting for the Teen Wolf movie, and I'm waiting for the spinoff. That's all. That's gonna be me and Paramount Plus. That is Paramount. Yeah, I think that is Paramount Plus. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Teen Wolf. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is there such? Did y'all not watch Teen Wolf?
Oh.
Oh, you know
MTV
what?
No.
Okay,
series.
and on that note, no.
You always talk about Teen Wolf and Being Human. I did not watch those shows. I
Oh,
missed those.
you didn't watch
I
Being
didn't watch-
Human either,
No, I didn't watch Being Human.
Yeah, I
either.
watched
dude.
Being Human. I watched
Dude.
the British and the American version.
I watched I watched one episode of the British version and then one episode of the American version. And I was like, yeah,
No,
sorry.
you gotta watch. You gotta watch that show. That is like one of my all-time favorite shows.
It's a ghost, a vampire, and a werewolf, right?
Walk into a bar. Yeah.
Yeah, walk into a bar. Right.
That's kind of sort of what it is, but that was like one of the best shows. I love that show.
Yeah, you could just watch it for Megan Raz. That's all you got to watch it for.
I mean, he's not lying, but I mean, he got to meet
Hey,
her in person.
I met her in person, so that was
he
good.
met her in person. We met her at Dragon Con. So Anthony was my cameraman. No, seriously, I was writing for Examiner at that time, and I got to interview all three of them, and Anthony was my cameraman.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
So that was a fun year at Dragon Con.
They were all very nice.
They were all very nice, and I have the best photobomb ever. Best photobomb picture ever. Because I'm taking a picture with Sam Witwer and Sam Huntington photobombed us. And I didn't realize that until I saw the picture. So that was cool. But yeah, that's one of you have to watch that show, Anthony. Look, I might make that my birthday. My birthday pick, which I think we're just gonna move away from it being.
Do that, and I'll make The Conjuring my birthday movie. So you tread lightly.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do. I don't think I can do The Conjuring. If my daughter likes it, I can't. Because she likes stuff. And I'm like, why? She watches some horror shit, and I'm just like, There's just like a level. There's a line that I'm not willing to cross over when it comes to horror. Some of the stuff she's like, Mom, you need to sit and watch. No. See, Todd says Being Human US was pretty good. Yes. And the cast made some of the best Dragon Con guests ever. They did. They absolutely did. And that was one of the best shows. So yes, Anthony, you need to get on board.
That's all right.
I'm just saying, it's a great show.
But you know what though, that's the thing about what we're doing and what we do. And that's having all these shows that are coming out currently, and then all the shows we haven't seen in the past. Like I would love to be able to talk about Haven or Eureka or Warehouse 13, which Warehouse 13 might be coming back.
You're killing me.
Okay, so we might, over the last, I would say maybe year, maybe actually since the beginning of the podcast, we've bounced ideas of either other topics or like other podcasts that we can do. And we did talk about doing one where we go back and like watch retro shows or watch older shows and kind of do that. I wouldn't mind doing one for Warehouse 13 because, like I said, I started watching it, loved it. I only got through like maybe right up until almost the end of the first season, and I can't remember what it was. It might have been, I think at that time I was working a lot. I was working 2 jobs or something. I just fell off and never picked it back up. But that's one of the shows on my,
You didn't even get to the good part. Shoot, I mean, it's the second, third season.
to hit the lottery so I can sit at home and just watch all this stuff
Yes.
to my
Yeah.
heart's desire. That's what I need. But yeah,
Right.
I would love to do Warehouse 13. And since they are trying to bring it
Yes,
back,
since they're coming back because yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, I can't
That's
believe you
it.
said that. I can't believe how serendipitous was it that we went to the freaking the costume thing
Masquerade.
and he just literally announced it right then. I'm like
Yeah.
what?
It's
I'm
like
so glad.
Eureka was. Oh, Todd says Eureka. That was a great show. Eureka was one of the best shows on
Eureka
TV.
was awesome. I love how Eureka and Warehouse crossed over at times too.
Yeah, but Eureka was
Mm.
the absolute best show on TV.
Eureka was awesome.
It was incredible.
Yeah,
and
What was
I got
Eureka
to meet
about?
Hanako was with me when we ran into I'm like, what was his name? The main character.
Yeah.
I can't think.
When I was always get confused with Mike Rowe. Yeah,
but he was the nicest guy. We were in, I think, at the Hyatt. I think the Hilton.
It was
And
the
he was
Hilton, I
coming-
think.
It was Hilton, and he was coming
Was it
from
the
somewhere.
Hilton?
It was the Hilton. It was on that second level. Yeah, and we had like a 3 to 5 minute conversation.
Oh,
yeah,
Colin
he was
Ferguson.
real nice.
Yes, Colin Ferguson. Just me telling him how
Yes.
great and wonderful he was.
But
He
you
was
know,
like,
a lot of
"Yeah,
them,
yeah."
like a lot of them are nice. So I tell this story. I tell this story. This is like one of my favorite Dragon Con stories. So a few years back, I was working for the photographer, doing the photo ops and stuff. And Eddie McClintock happened to be one of the celebrities that was, taking photo ops in the room I was working with. And this man was so hilarious. Like I'm sitting there trying to do my job, trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And there's like a delay for the photos. So he's just sitting there walking through the crowds and he's, talking to people, making some jokes. This was right when Beyonce's Single Ladies came out. So there's this wall in the room. And he literally gets on the wall and he starts freak dancing on the wall, singing all the single Eddies. All the single Eddies. And I mean, he's doing the hand gesture. One of my best memories of Dragon Con ever. Some of these people, they're like they're so hilarious and so much fun. So much fun. Casey, we ain't taking no excuses. Next year, you better have your ass at Dragon Con.
Oh yeah, I already said I was coming.
Tell your boss right now, you will not be working Labor Day weekend next year.
I won't. I'll be here.
You were supposed to be here this year, but we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Just this one time.
Todd asked, did anyone watch Dark Matter or Travelers? I watched both of them.
Oh my God, I watched Travelers. That was one of my. I love Travelers.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many shows. There's so many shows. So many. We can't cover them all.
Yeah. I watched Dark Matter up until the final season, and that was another one of those things where it was just so much going on. I just kind of dropped off. But that's one of the shows that Kat and I from Sci-Fi Party Line we watched and loved talking about. And I was like, you know what? I just thought about it. I don't know how that show ended. So now that's telling me I need to go back and rewatch that. I need to go back and rewatch Dark Matter.
I need to go back and watch.
I need to go back and rewatch Killjoys. Huh?
I need to go back and watch Travelers again.
What was Travelers? Was good. I think I remember
that. Eric McCormick.
Yeah, Eric McCormick.
Yeah.
They were from the future, and they would go back right when somebody was about to die and enter their body.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. My plan was to watch that, and again, not enough hours in the day to be a proper geek.
It was good.
To pick and choose. So yeah.
But that reminded me because I watched another show prior to that called Continuum, which was also a really good show too.
That's another one that was on my list, and then I think it got canceled, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, and then Mike and I we were talking about shows about robots, and I mentioned Human. Human is another really good show that sort of ended, but they had 2 seasons, I think. human. It has the girl from the Eternals. The main, she was
Mm,
the
Oh,
main
oh,
robot.
yes,
the dark
Yeah,
yes,
haired girl.
yeah,
yes. Gemma Chan
yes.
was that.
She was
Okay,
in that,
yes, okay, yes. I do remember.
and
Okay, okay.
it was really good. It has a lot of people you will recognize from
See,
smaller roles.
I was thinking about Almost Human, like that one with Michael Ealy, where he's a cop and he
Yeah,
has a robot
Him
squirrel.
that
and
was a
Carl
decent
Urban was
show.
in that one too,
Carl
right?
Urban was in that. Yep.
Yeah, that was a
Mhm.
good show, and they canceled. I was like,
You know
bruh,
what was, since we're talking about all these shows they throw out? Did you ever watch the Minority Report with
yeah,
I
what's
started.
her
I
name?
think I watched like 2, maybe 3
I
episodes.
think we talked about it, and it's like, oh no, they just messed it up. They just messed the whole thing up.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and then I was like, I can't do it. No, here's the thing that blew my mind. I completely forgot that Samantha Morton was Agatha in the Minority
Mhm.
Report movie. Have you
Yeah,
seen
when I saw her
Casey?
in that,
Yeah, the movie, not the series.
Okay, so Alpha was Agatha.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
when I saw her in when we were watching that episode of the Tales of the Walking Dead,
Mhm.
and I saw her, I was like, "Ooh, Agatha!" Because
I completely
yeah,
forgot until I saw somebody else mention. I was like, wait. I was like that. Here I go to YouTube. And I was like,
Yeah.
mhm,
she's baby Alpha in there because she doesn't have the hair because she literally
Right.
has just been put. I was like, how did I forget this?
yeah.
How did I forget it? Let's see.
Mm,
Ty says I'm in the middle of rewatching season 3 of Dark Matter when it recently switched from Netflix to the CW app. So now we have to put up with ads. Okay,
That's
so I can't stand watching anything on CW because they, especially if it's a series, because if it's a current series, they only give you the most 5 recent episodes. I don't know if they do this with all the older series, but if you happen to be like, okay, I need to go deal with real life right now, I'll come back and binge watch this later. If you go 6 episodes, you were screwed till the end of the season. I had to do that with Legacies. I was like, can I not
Mm.
find this one episode anywhere where I don't have to pay? No. So yeah.
Well, that's where I am right now with season. What season I'm on? Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to
I
pay
know.
$2.99 an episode? Who y'all talking to?
another streaming service does this where if when a new season starts, the previous season goes behind the paywall. So like season
Which is
1
what
and
is doing
season
the Fear
2,
the Walking Dead for Casey now.
yeah, season 1, season 2 will be free. Season 3 will be paid, and season 4, the new season, you can watch this, but you dare not need to go back to the previous season. Or if you just not watch the previous season, you're screwed. I forgot
I
what show that
hate it.
happened with me. Huh?
I said I hate it when they do that.
I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that.
Like you're
They
being
selfish.
assholes on purpose. Cause you know that we really want to watch this show. And at some point, we're I had to do that with Legacy trying to get ready for Dragon Con. I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to pay for some of these episodes. I paid for 5 episodes, and then I found out when the release date was gonna happen. I was like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm just gonna have to binge in one day, like a week before Dragon Con, but I'm
right.
waiting. Luckily, I didn't have to wait that long, but still, it was just like, what? Again, they're being assholes. They're being assholes. So I don't know, but I'm trying to think because I know like so there's so many things coming out that I know I want to talk about. So we got a new
Wait,
trailer for Shadow. Did y'all watch the trailer for Shadow and Bone yet,
Yes.
Mike?
I saw what you posted. Um, I it doesn't matter to me because I'm still like hell excited and can't wait for it. So it's like because I told you I'm getting ready to start my rewatch like probably tomorrow, like sometime this week. I'm gonna start my rewatch.
Just like Michelle said, we got to start a rewatch. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
when? We have all
I
this
did.
other stuff to watch.
Well, I mean, you definitely have to do one before CONjuration
Yeah, no doubt. Jeez, I gotta do
since we're
Mm.
on the panel, and I'm just
Oh,
letting y'all know now.
I'm on
Y'all,
the panel
y'all.
for I'm on the panel for the Monsterama convention.
Oh,
Nice.
which
For
panel?
we're going to talk um Jordan Peele. So we're
Oh,
going
the
to talk about
no.
him being the new
Yes.
master of horror. So I have to watch. I need to
When is that?
watch. Well, this is
It
the virtual. I'm recording a virtual panel that's going to show. That's going to
yeah,
air.
but the actual convention I think is I want to say it's the 8th,
Yeah, I think
October
it's
8th, I think.
next
It's a
weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
next weekend.
That should be fun.
It should be
5 days
because
like
I got to watch. I got to find and watch Twilight Zone because we're going to talk about that. And it's been so long since I watched those episodes. But I'm
okay.
sure we'll talk about the recent movie, Nope.
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 Um, and Us. Was it Us? What was the one?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
I
us.
haven't watched that one yet. That one is that one the promos were a little too creepy. I was like, nope. That was
Yeah,
my nope.
and Get
Nope.
Out. Yeah, and Get
Nope.
Out. We'll probably talk about that too. So I got to watch all
Yeah,
those before
just
Tuesday.
just keep humming. I got 5 on it throughout the creepy parts, and you'll be okay.
Wait. You have to watch all of that before Tuesday,
Tuesday.
like 6 days from now.
Tuesday. Yes.
I know what you're doing on Saturday, or maybe on Friday during our virtual work from
Try.
home
Oh
day.
no! I'm working from home. I'm not going to be watching anything. No, don't say that. No,
I,
Right.
I'm telling you what's about to
I'm going
happen.
to be working.
No, because
No, not me.
I'm about to tell you what's about to happen.
Stop
Let's
putting
be
his
real.
business in the street. You
Because
putting
Exactly.
his business in the
because
street.
I work there too, and I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen. We're gonna get this inclement weather, and all of our systems are gonna go down because the systems don't work good on a good day.
They don't.
So we're about to get inclement weather. I'm gonna be sitting here looking at my laptop like this, like, oh well, let me see what I downloaded on my while I'm waiting for the system to kick back up. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't trying to no, I already know what that system is about to do because that weather is gonna be a little bit funky on Friday. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to get shit done.
I mean, I understand because like I'll be working and I have stuff, playing in the background in between phone calls and,
Yeah,
responding to emails.
yeah.
I might
That's what I
have
do.
Twilight Zone playing in the background, who knows. But I
That's
will
what I do.
definitely be working. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It for me sometimes, especially because like when you're at work and you're like so focused on work, it really does stress you out. But like you said, I'll have something playing in the background and I can sit here and work and it's like I'm not even really paying attention to it, but because it's
Yeah.
there, I can
Mhm.
actually relax and be like, oh, okay. Especially if it's something that I'm familiar with. So like I can come here and put like The Walking Dead on in the background or something that I haven't seen in a
Right.
while, but I don't really just want to watch it, but I just want to listen to it, like maybe Vampire Diaries or the originals or something like that. I can just sit here and just be like, phone ring, pause. Okay. I mean, just like you said, it's just for it's a I don't know. It levels me out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It
yep.
helps. It helps me focus. It's,
Mhm.
because I'll play old episodes of Next Generation while I'm working because I've seen them so many times. I know what's happening, but
Mhm.
it's nice to be able to look up and be like, oh, okay, and then go right back to work. So
That's kind of like me with Harry Potter. Like
yeah,
I can put Harry Potter in the background for anything and
Mm.
I won't miss a beat. So, yeah. But there was something
Yeah.
else I wanted to ask y'all about. Hold on. I said Shadow and Bone. Oh yeah, and y'all are gonna I already know y'all are probably gonna get book spoiled at CONjuration during the panel because some of the characters that are being introduced in the second season are huge for the series. Huge. Like when I saw
Okay.
them on the trailer, it was all I could do to keep myself from losing my shit. I was like, yes, we're getting these characters because I finally read the books. Well, I read the original Grishaverse, the three Shadow and Bone novels before Dragon Con last year. So now I need to read the other books, but I'm just like so excited And I'm hoping that because they're going to be at New York Comic Con with Lee and the Crows and Ben, that they're going to announce exactly when in 23 we're going to get this show. Because we should have gotten this show this year.
Right.
I'm just saying. We should have.
Well, the pandemic threw everything off. So.
I know. I'm so sick of this pandemic just screwing shit up for us. Like, can we please get rid of this? Because okay, so we talked about this at the beginning of this episode. The Deadpool thing. I'm like so excited. But you're talking about September of 2024.
Yeah.
My friend looked at me, he said, I don't understand how y'all getting excited about shit that's 2 years out from happening. I was like, look, we're just excited that we're getting it. He was like, man, I get excited in July of that year.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman will be an old man. He's not gonna be able to do any stunts.
Man, they gonna stop. Look, I already told you about your negative vibes and stuff. You need to calm down. That's what they have CGI for.
Okay? I'm trying to figure out what I can throw at him through the screen. You're gonna leave Hugh Jackman alone. You're gonna leave that movie alone. We are rejoicing in the joy that is Deadpool and Wolverine, and you will not dampen our spirits today.
Nope.
Oh, you asked about Interview with the Vampire, and we got sidetracked. Yes, we'll be watching Interview with the Vampire.
Will we be discussing it on the show?
If you and I can discuss it.
Okay,
since Mike don't want to sell out, the big bucks for AMC.
That works for me.
Because the way my finances are situated,
then we might have to find out if there's a watch party or something. What in the world?
Michelle's gonna watch it, so we can have Michelle on there too.
Oh yeah. Because we've been having lots of fun with Michelle on this podcast.
She's the big Interview with the Vampire fan. She's the big Anne Rice fan. And
also, are we doing Sandman like we're doing She-Hulk?
Sandman, I really feel like Sandman is gonna have to be an episode by episode. There's just way too much going on in those episodes.
I was thinking too.
Yeah, like
it's so
She-Hulk.
Oh my god, it's so good.
First of all, She-Hulk's episodes are shorter.
Then
they're not as emotionally heavy as the Sandman. Like episode 5 and 6 alone, I'm gonna talk about that for 2 hours. I already know this. Those episodes are gonna be 2-hour episodes. The episode at the diner, and then the episode with Death. I already know. Those are going to be long episodes. I'm going to be talking because those were that episode with Death. When I tell y'all, I watched that episode 4 times that week. It was just beautiful, beautiful writing, beautiful acting. I was like, yeah, this is not going to be one of those. Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about the Sandman.
The whole thing with the Lucifer fight. I mean, dang, we can just talk about the Lucifer fight for.
Let's just talk about Gwendolyn Christie for a moment, okay?
Damn. She was giving me she was giving me Gabriel from Constantine vibes. I was like, man, you need to stop.
So yes, that would definitely be an episode by episode review of that show whenever we get to it. Casey, did you watch the Sandman?
I have zero clue what y'all talking about.
Lord.
We have to remember Casey is not as big a geek as we are when it comes to fantasy, so we have to keep that in mind. We just gonna have to convert her.
Look, all this time you spend on the beach, you can take your phone with you and watch a couple things. I mean, damn.
Okay, so I'm looking up Sandman, and I'm looking up what's the other show y'all said? I'm looking up.
Interview with the Vampire.
Servant.
Oh, no, Servant. Okay, yeah.
To watch Interview with the Vampire, would you have had to see the movie?
No.
Okay, because I've never seen the movie.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
No. And it's
the movie is
of
decent.
The same story.
Yeah, it's a retelling of the same story, just different characters, different. Yeah.
I even read the books for Interview with a Vampire. Like, I think I read the whole series.
Wow.
I have them. I have not read them because I'm trying to think. I started reading them at one point, and I think this was right around the time you remember I said earlier that there was a point in my time in my life when I couldn't deal with horror and certain things. Like I tried reading those books and I couldn't focus. But then again, at the same time, when I tried reading those books, I had 2 toddlers then. So it was like a
Right.
lot for me to those books are very dense, and it was a lot, and I couldn't focus. I think I got like 10 pages in and I don't remember anything. So at some point I do plan on reading those as well once I can get back into a habit of reading, but there's just too much TV on. Too much good TV on right now. I'm like, you mean I have to pick
Right.
up a book and take like 5 hours to find out the whole story? Like
I can't find out in 37 minutes.
right.
I was saying
So I don't know, but yeah,
kind
Sandman
of
is
some
one that we definitely need to cover. We still got to do Stranger Things.
Miss
There's
Marvel.
God, we
oh
haven't done
shit,
Miss Marvel yet.
we had yeah. There's too much.
We gotta
When
do
are
Miss
we
Marvel.
playing this lottery? When are we doing
That's
the lottery pool? When are we doing the lottery pool? I'm just saying.
that's what I was
See this
saying. It's so much stuff like
because we
presently
might do
out,
Miss Marvel as a
coming
one shot
out,
too.
and stuff that we haven't covered that came out already. It's a
We
lot.
still have 2 episodes of the Wheel of Time that we need to finish recording so I can start editing those episodes
We might we could
before the
just
second
we
season
should
comes
just do
out.
those 2 episodes in one in one sitting and just be done.
Yeah,
No, you know how I am about
can't go down
consistency.
on that.
We tried that with Shadow and Bone. We were like, oh, we're gonna cover episode 6 and 7 in this episode. We were like, nope. I'm sitting there looking at the edit, and I'm like, how did we decide to do that? And then, like, literally at the 1 hour 45-minute mark, we were like, yeah, this is not gonna be a 2 episode show. It's just
Is that because
uh-uh.
Hanukkah? Remember when we recorded our first episode? It was on Cursed, and we were like, it's like we missed like I think we talked about it for like 2 hours and missed like 3 episodes of worth of like material.
That very first episode. Now, you know what? I wish I had kept it. I don't think I kept
I wish you
it.
would have too because I want to hear
I
it.
wish I had to clear space on my computer. This was before I got my external hard drive because those recordings take up a lot of space. But I remember Mike and I, when we first started this podcast, it was just me and him, and then Anthony was going to join us, but he couldn't join us for that particular recording of Cursed. And we had watched all 8 episodes of Cursed, and we were just going to sit down and just talk about Cursed. 2.5 hours. And then when I listened to it, I was like, wait, we forgot a lot of stuff. And then
At least
that's
2
when
or
we were
3
like, you know what?
episodes. Like,
Yeah, we can't. We're gonna have to do episode by episode. And then I think also too, because of the fact that a lot of the stuff that we all watch, we're so passionate about, and we have a lot of thoughts about it, and we
yeah.
like to talk. I mean, that's the whole reason why I started a podcast, because I like to talk about geek shit. So
Right.
why try to compress it? I mean, let's be honest. Anybody who wants to listen to some of the stuff that we have to say, they're gonna, depending on what it is, if they want a shorter version of it, they'll listen to the shorter version of it. If they want a longer version, they'll listen to it. Remember, we've talked about changing this up a couple of times, like, okay, maybe we should just stop doing episode by episode and just cover the whole show, or maybe we shouldn't do the recaps a lot, because when I'm editing, I'm like, wow, I'm talking a lot, but it's because I'm recapping the show. I have been told very specifically by listeners, you cannot stop the recaps. And I was like, okay. They're like, because half the time when I'm listening to your show, y'all cover things that I forgot happened in the episode. So I like the recaps. Oh, okay, the recaps stay.
Or things that you missed. Because
Right.
sometimes people are like, I didn't even realize that had happened in the show.
Like King Viserys. Not, oh, I can't say that because Mike is not there yet.
I was
yes,
like, what? What?
something happened in
How did I miss
episode
that?
6. And Anthony was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, huh? I was like, no. Oh my God, you're so, yeah. So stuff like that. I mean, yeah. So I mean, we'll just keep doing that until somebody tells us they don't like it, and then we may change, we may not. But right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right.
So
Facts.
Since
I know.
we're on the birthday episode, I want to talk about one of one of the highlights for me is
Mhm.
covering the stand with Hanako.
Oh God.
Did you ever get around to listening to those, Mike?
I listened to a couple of them. You know, I mean, the
We
exasperation in your voice.
I
And
mean
you know what? I was
we struggle to
recently,
find good things. We struggle to find good things to talk about.
I went through, I went through Facebook memories a couple of weeks ago and saw where I had been making posts where I was so excited for this show to come out. And I was just like, wow, that did not age well. Like,
Every episode we did, you could see some of Hanako. Little bits of Hanako just died every time we did an episode.
y'all don't understand. The Stand is my absolute favorite novel. I have been rereading that book every 45 years since I was 17 years old. That is my favorite. And Casey's looking like, Casey, that book is like 1,200 pages.
Ain't no way.
It's a very thick book,
It's
but
long,
it's
but
so
it's good.
good.
So good.
It's so good. The miniseries is so good. Even now, when you look at it, yes, the cinematography is not great, the special effects are not great. But when you talk about the characters and how they really kind of capture the essence of the characters in the books, the miniseries did it right. And you would think that with a better budget, with better technology, that they could do it better. And it's
You
just
would think.
like,
You would think.
that was
Yo,
such
you
a struggle.
That
were
was
you
a highlight for me. That was a lot of fun doing those episodes.
were you doing that right around the time y'all were doing American Gods too?
We never posted.
I don't think we actually got around to doing American Gods because by the time we started this podcast and we talked about covering American Gods, it was in between seasons 2 and 3. And of course, that was all of the brouhaha with Orlando
Orlando
Jones
Jones
being
stuff.
fired
Yeah.
and all of this other stuff. And so
I think we had
we thought
recorded
about,
a couple of episodes.
I think y'all
I
did
think we
too.
recorded one,
One,
maybe two. But after
yeah.
that second episode, I didn't even go
Yeah.
back to it. And which is sad because when that show came out, I absolutely loved it. But with
Orlando Jones was one of the best parts of it. And it's like even if in the book, like he did, like he didn't survive in the book or whatever reason they gave. It's like True Blood made Lafayette almost one of the main characters in the whole series, and he didn't even get out of book one.
no, he
But
didn't.
he was in the whole damn series. It's like y'all.
But I think going back to that, I think part of that had to do with the fact that Orlando was doing a lot of the writing for the POC characters and was not getting the credit and was not getting the pay for it. And I think I don't know, because there's been a lot said on both sides that kind of sort of makes sense. And then there's a lot that's been said that I'm just kind of like side eyeing. So I literally just got to a point where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just not going to touch this.
I mean, you can kind of tell it's like
I tried to watch the third season and I couldn't really get into it. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna pause this and watch.
Yeah, Haruko's like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore.
I mean, you can tell he wrote that whole slave ship monologue. Like that slave ship monologue is still one of my favorite scenes.
The snatched monologue is
on TV.
one. The snatched monologue was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, there are certain shows that, you know, I'm one of those people. I do like to complete things. So if I'm into a show and I'm watching it, I try to finish it until the end, unless there are just circumstances that just prevent me from doing it. Very rarely will I stop watching a show in the middle of it because it sucks? I did that with American Gods, 3rd season, and I did that after the 3rd season of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, I
And both
stopped. As soon as they took Nicole off, I was like out.
I didn't make it past season 1, and then after season 1, I was like, and then all this stuff with Nicole Bahari, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to.
It felt like they forced her sister into the series. Like where was like the whole character of her sister just
Jenny,
felt like they just shoehorned her in and made her part of it, and it's like that she never felt like part of the cast. She never felt like she belonged there. It's like I
didn't have a problem with that part of it. The part that bothered me was the whole Katrina storyline. Ichabod's wife. That felt like it was forced.
Yeah.
Like after the 1st season, okay, yeah, he you know, this is a man out of time. He finds out his wife is alive. Okay, cool. 2nd season, it got to be a bit much. And then 3rd season, when they basically made her evil, I was just like, I'm done. And I'm still pissed because that was like, especially those first 2 seasons, one of my favorite shows of all time. That's another show I have not gone back to watch because I'm so pissed about the way that they treated it at the end.
Yeah.
We could do a whole episode just on that kind of stuff. Like what shows ended that could have been. I thought about that the other night. I was like, you know what? You know, we had the idea a couple of months ago and we did this. It was just like one of those shows. We were just like, okay, you know what? It's kind of like tonight. We're just going to get on and start talking and just see where the conversation goes. And we said we were going to try to do that at least once a month. And of course, real life is like, nope, you have enough to do. But I think, you know, for some of our shows, like especially if we do a live like this, you know, have listeners or, you know, have people watching the lives just throw out a question and that's what we answer and that's what we talk about. Because there's so many different topics that we could cover aside from just doing the recaps and discussions of the shows. But there's so many shows that I just want to talk.
How do you really feel about Cursed being canceled?
Don't get me started on that shit.
That show, y'all,
that and October Faction. The fact that like fucking October Faction was so fucking good. It was like,
let me tell you, when I was editing these last 3 Shadow and Bone episodes that have been sitting on the back burner for a year because of screwed up audio, that was one of the things we were talking about because we got a renewal for Shadow and Bone and it had been months and we still hadn't heard anything about Cursed. So I'm listening to us talking about the fact that we did not know if it was being renewed and how we wanted it. And I was just like, oh, the early days back when we were so hopeful.
Right.
Because I really do think that show had a lot of good potential. But I thought about that, you know, editing those episodes last week, and then that started me thinking about other shows that maybe didn't go past a season or 2 seasons that really could have been.
That I really wanted us to cover was Raising Dion, and that's been canceled. So
2 seasons.
Oh yeah,
2 seasons.
Yeah. And I still want us to get on this King Arthur kick. I mean, we talked about Curse. I still want to talk about Camelot because I still feel like Camelot is one of the most underrated shows out there. I mean, but again, I just want to have an excuse to talk about Jamie Campbell Bower too. So that's why Anthony is laughing. He already knows. But I mean, Camelot was a great show.
Camelot was good. It was a good show.
It was really good. So I don't know. We'll have to think about some topics for us to talk about the next time. But I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh wait, some of us have to go to work tomorrow. I think all of us have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But,
no, what we need to do, we need to have an episode where we give Casey some homework so we can get her on board.
We can do a whole podcast just about that.
And she's like, yeah.
You see, I'm just sitting here quietly.
So yeah. We can do that.
I might do
We can
that.
do
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
Look,
Yeah.
we can do a whole podcast on that. Casey's homework. Our attempt to assimilate Casey into being a true nerd.
We should have like a segment. What's Casey watching this week?
There you go.
Right.
That could be cute.
What's Casey watching? Hold on. Yes, that was Todd. Camelot was the one season show with Ava Green as Morgan Le Fay. Yes, that was
Morgan Le Fay.
an
Yeah,
amazing
she was
show.
great.
I
It
mean,
was
but
great.
Eva Green.
okay, so let's be
Eva Green
honest.
was
Ava Green,
Eva Green was
yeah, Eva Green,
no,
anything.
that was she in Orphan or was it what show was she in?
Oh, I was saying
Penny
movie. She was
Dreadful.
in the second 300 movie.
Penny.
Yes,
Penny
she was. Penny
and
Dreadful.
Penny. Oh my
Penny
god.
Dreadful.
That
That's
show.
another show I have not
That
watched.
show.
You have
That
not watched
show.
I haven't
Okay.
watched
No,
it
it's Penny
either,
Dreadful.
Anthony.
But
You need to get you can't for
Penny
real.
Dreadful.
Penny Dreadful is fire.
because when it was
It's
out, we didn't have
incredible.
cable. That's why I missed it. We didn't.
I just watched it.
We were just doing like
Penny
Netflix.
Dreadful is incredible. I
I
love
just
that show.
watched it for the first time, like maybe I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, because I had always planned on watching it. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I could never get past the first 2 episodes because stuff just kept happening. And I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was. It was the summer or because I think it was way before the pandemic. I said I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch this damn show. When I tell you
It's so
that
good.
show was fucking amazing. That show was amazing. Now I haven't watched the sequel. I was interested in watching it just because Natalie Dormer was in it. But then I started hearing people talk about how it wasn't great, and then it got canceled after the first season. So I just never really went back to watch it. But you know what, Anthony, if you want to do Penny Dreadful, I will watch Penny Dreadful with you. We can talk about
go
this.
back.
That show is amazing.
It's really good.
That show is amazing.
How many seasons is it?
2 or 3.
3.
2 or 3.
3.
Okay,
Really good.
let's put a pin in it. We may come back to that because I do want to watch it. So
Yeah. Ava Green was so
You will
good.
not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. She is
and
phenomenal.
when will we find the time to record episodes?
I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. I don't know.
We're gonna have to go back to doing like 2 and 3 recordings on a Sunday.
Look, we did that once or twice, and then Mike decided to start playing D&D, and that killed all of that.
Look, man. Look, it was either that or a Ferrari for my midlife crisis, and I chose the cheaper version. Okay, leave me alone.
See, if we
although
buy these lottery tickets, you can get your Ferrari.
Although to be honest, D&D is expensive as shit too. When you get down to buying dice and books and shit, it's like, God damn.
Hey, I saw some dice that had LEDs in them for Dungeons and Dragons. Like lit dice.
But then we just had this conversation earlier in this podcast about not tempting each other with nerdy shit.
It's just not going to happen.
They were cool as fuck.
Lottery pool.
Yeah.
We just need to do it. We just need to call Lori up and be like, okay, look, we're all about to play the lottery. We're about to put in this much money. And whatever we win, we just gonna split it 6 ways and be done. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just gonna split it 6 ways and be done with it.
I mean, exactly. That way we can kidnap Lori from Mark for like a couple days and get her to come over here.
Right.
You really think Mark finna let her? No. If we all splitting a 6-way lottery, Mark is gonna be right. Mark is gonna become the unofficial or the official 7th member of the podcast. He's just gonna be like, no, I'm just here. I'm just here to do all the things. I don't have to talk about it. I'm just here to do all the things.
We're gonna have him be like Michelle at first, how she was off to the side throwing out comments.
Right.
Eventually moved in front of the camera.
And now she takes over the microphone when we podcasting.
No comment. No comment.
Because she's like all up in it. I'm like, dang, all right, cool.
But let me tell you, she is having so much fun though. It's been so much fun having
That's
her on
cool.
here,
I think that's really cool
especially
though.
with me and Case, and we like, yay, we got somebody else to talk about Walking Dead. So yeah,
Hello.
we just we just gonna slowly kind of pull her, especially with all these spin-offs coming up. We just gonna slowly pull her onto the Walking Dead side. So so it'll be all right, Anthony. It'll be all right.
No comment.
Uh-huh.
I'm just stay out of it.
I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up. This was a pretty decent birthday episode. This is fun.
Yeah,
I think we should do this more often.
yeah,
Just
definitely.
sit and just
I'm glad we did.
grab a topic and go.
Like, I'm glad we did. Like, I mean, God,
Oh,
this
okay.
has
So before we go, I want to shout out to Nick, a shout out to Dina,
Mm-hmm.
Aurelis. I got the name right.
Mm-hmm.
been.
After what, 13 years?
uh,
Shout out to Nelly.
Drexel, Drexel, and I can't think of anyone else. Oh, Todd for being in the chat
Yeah,
tonight.
Todd. Yeah,
Yep.
thanks for being here, Todd.
And then
Um,
I actually, let's see, I need to make some shout outs too, but I need to pull up the app that I'm going to so I can do this because we have had some people contribute financially to the podcast, and we appreciate that so much because that helps pay some of the fees that we incur month to month for producing the podcast and website fees and all this other stuff. So I'm just going to name them. These are all, most of these are people that I know personally, but some of them are people who have listened to us, found us through social media and support. So Evelyn, Felicia, Rebecca, Sean, or Corey, as I know him, Anthony, and Taisha. Thank you guys so much, so much for supporting the podcast. Um, you know, hopefully we'll continue to have your support. We love doing this and we're having so much fun, and we are looking forward to another year of just being geeky. But for now, that's going to be it for our show. You can find us online at www.fandomhybrid.com. We are on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fandom Hybrid. We have a Discord channel. We have a YouTube channel, and you can listen to us on all major podcast streaming platforms. Thanks for listening. We hope you join the conversation next time.